Welcome to Wednesday's Market SITREP here at Top Gun Options. Matthew Buckley, my call sign is Whiz, and here we go, folks. Of course, the liberal media is all over Trump's 2005 tax returns. I mean, my God, I was still flying Hornets at a Fort Worth Naval Air Station in 2005. We care, Rachel Maddow. How about this? How about the reason that former President Obama and Valerie Jarrett and all these people could claim they didn't order wiretaps of anybody and, oh my God, faux indignation is because they used British agents to tap Trump. Isn't that phenomenal, folks? So kind of like flying unmarked airplanes to Iran full of euros, stacks and stacks of euros, instead of US dollars, because that would have been illegal to get hostages released. They use British agents. So, of course, they can stand up there with a straight face and say, we didn't order any of our domestic agencies to do anything. They're lying through their freaking teeth, folks. This has got to come to a conclusion. Somebody needs to go to jail, and if it's a former president, that would be smashing. Anyway, but of course, nobody cares about this. You will not see this on any of the media anywhere. North Korea, South Korea, Japan, us, China, everybody's getting into the middle of the Pacific, and we're going to have a big Donnybrook. I don't know how this is going to end, folks, but you really have to be. This is the worry of my white space out here. Here's the market. We've been nailing the market here, folks. Our weekly options members are absolutely printing money here. We're holding this line right here. I sent out an additional weekly options trade yesterday for folks that didn't. I didn't get filled. Look at this, chasing the one around on Monday, $1.25, $1.25, $1.15, and then done. So that one, actually, the $1.25 one is looking good. It's at about 87 cents right now. And the one I sent out yesterday, could have gotten it for $1.05, and it's down here at 40. 65, 50, what's that? $675. So this weekly options bull put spread, the 23.45, 23.50 is already up $675, folks, and looking pretty strong with the S&P drifting higher here along with oil. But let me get back. In the white space out here is Korea, Iran, and all these other world issues that it doesn't look like they can end well. I don't know how they end well. You can't negotiate with cream of some young guy, and you can't negotiate with Iranian mullahs who think it's their job to hasten the arrival of the 12th imam or whatever that is. Google that and stay up at night. Oil clown car as usual. Oil tumbled after an overnight report that a big jump in production out of Saudi Arabia. Why? Because they were cheating, and also to make up for everybody else who's cheating. Kuwait's warning of a drop to 45. So a lot of oil clown car here. And then the Saudis did explain why they had a big production surge, because, like I said, to make up for everybody else's cheating. Yeah, take an Advil and think through all that stuff. So we got the Fed on tap at 2 o'clock in a couple hours here. In 24 minutes, I'm going to be jumping on a John Thomas webinar. At 1 o'clock, I have my accelerated retirement webinar. Make sure you check your emails next week, folks, for my members. I'm going to be out skiing in Aspen, so I'm probably going to move some times around here just because I'll be on mountain time there. And technically, I should be on vacation, but as you guys know, I never take a vacation. So obviously, it's 100% certainty that she's going to raise rates today. The forward guidance is what we're going to be listening to. Obviously, she's going to telegraph. I think we're probably going to get 4 rate increases this year. All right, Wiz, that's kind of conventional wisdom right now. It is, but how much in each one? If it's going to be 4, maybe the last 2 are a 0.5 bip because things are doing really well. That's what we need to start reading tea leaves for. So should be interesting. Home builders. Wow, look at this. The NAHB, National Association of Home Builders, Home Builder Confidence Index. Look at where we are, folks. My. Speaking of 2005 Trump tax returns, we haven't been this confident. The Home Builders Association hasn't been this confident since, that's right about the time I bought my place in Chicago, and it imploded. So there you go. And yeah. We'll talk about Facebook in our accelerated retirement session. Here's another put, folks, underneath our Goldman Sachs position. Trump nominates another Goldman Sachs guy for a key Treasury position, Deputy Secretary of the Treasury, Jim Donovan. Wow. 5 Goldman Sachs heavies in the administration, folks. You don't think we have a put underneath that? Yeah, we do. Like I said, we're holding We're going to hold here on this 2370, 60-ish line until something. I know that sounds brilliant, but it's either going to be something really bad, nuclear war in the Pacific, war in Iran, or an implosion in oil. Looks like oil stabilized over the past couple days after we found out that everybody was cheating. So most likely the bias is higher, but I got to tell you folks, another thing I'm going to put in the white space out here is Obamacare. If he can't get this thing passed, repeal, replace, he was blue in the face screaming how he was going to unfornicate all this healthcare stuff. He doesn't get that done. You can kiss tax relief. You can the regulations, all the infrastructure spending. You can kiss all that goodbye too. That's when the market wakes up to reality that all this was a dream. This was a hope rally. I told you, hope and change. Screw Obama. This was a hope rally. Now we need to see the change to go higher. And if the change ain't going to work and Paul Ryan's Obamacare light makes it through, I think it's going to be a train wreck for the market. So, and that's about it. Like I said, Fed's on tap today. We have accelerated retirement at 1, and that's about it. Like I said, the weekly options trades are looking good. If you got filled on SPX yesterday, you're looking at a very nice profit. Now you're looking at $750 in profit on that one, and then the other ones are looking good as well. Maybe about the same amount of profit on that one. So there you go. All right, folks, I got to run. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and I'll be back with Thursday's market SITREP tomorrow. We'll see you.